Oh, what's up, everybody out there? You now tuned in to SR Broadcast. You know what time it is? Your co-host, David Pistols, right now. Shouts out to everybody out there. You know what it is. SR Broadcast in the building. Man, tonight we got a good one for everybody out there. We got AK Oxy coming out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Everybody makes some noise. Hit that comment bar. Hit that comment section. I don't know what's going on. I was sleeping for a second. I was sleeping, man. I was sleeping. Man, my little panda in the back over there waking me up. Waking me up. He's like, don't miss out on this, David Pistols. Do not miss out on this moment. So everybody out there, you know what time it is. This is SR Broadcast coming at you live and direct. We're going to kill it off. We're going to kill it off. We're going to keep it going. Shouts out to Cali Hood Media. Frank. We see you, Frank. We see you. Pothead Productions. One Underground TV, Spill Records. Man, they're going to spill it all over your face. Let me tell you what. They got the drip and they dripping. They drip in. Shouts out to SIX12s, the founder, the one, the only. Man, this platform would not be possible without that man right there. So shouts out to all the artists and all the fans, all the followers, everybody tuning in. Man, it feels like it's nightly, huh? I guess it is. Shouts out to you. Let's go ahead and crack it off real quick. AK Oxy, introduce yourself for the people out there. Let's go ahead and conduct a great interview for these people out there. We got a bunch of young artists tuning in from all over the map. We got a bunch of OGs tuning in from all over the map. So let's go ahead and kick game and let's kick some knowledge. Let's go ahead and kick this shit off, man.
Hey, shit, let's get it popping. I'm AK Oxy. I'm an independent artist out of Minneapolis. I recently signed with New West, and we've been doing a lot of work lately. We got a lot of shit coming.
So what's the scene out there like? That's the biggest question everybody wants to know is what is the hip hop scene out there in Minnesota like?
It's dope as fuck. There's a lot of talent out here. I think people just need to really buckle down on coming together more to really be able to build something for artists to be able to get up out of here. Because right now everybody say they want to, but it seems like everybody too caught up on themselves at the same time to really push out other people's stuff at the same time.
Yeah, no, I feel that. That's why networking is very vital. You know, sometimes we got to put that pride, that ego, that statistic that's inside of us to the side, man, because honestly, we got to conquer. It's called divide and conquer. You see what I'm saying? So we got to divide it like a pie. You know what I'm saying? Just don't eat that piece that homeboy stuck his thing in. You know what I'm saying? Of like American pie. I mean, you know, we got to cut around that piece sometimes.
Oh, for real.
Or we got to add another hole. Or we got to add another hole in there, homie, you know?
If we have one person who really busts us up out of the scene in a major way, that one person, if we all the people who pushed him, then he'll come back and the Minneapolis music scene, the hip hop scene, it can really touch the entire industry in a crazy way. But if that one person make it and we the one who helped push them to make it there, then they're going to come back and they're going to start building the foundation for the rest of the artists.
Yeah.
Because everybody else is going to be, what are we coming back to build for?
To be honest with you, that's true to a certain extent because it gets to a certain point where I've seen that one out of the city make it. I've seen them blow up. I've seen them do numbers. I've seen them chart. I've seen them actually put in that work. But what ends up happening is without no networking, you end up fading into the background. You have to network with your artists and you can't sit there and be like, hey, I'm up here and you guys are down here. You got to jump into it. You got to get shoulder to shoulder with these artists, no matter how small or little they are, shoulder to shoulder. And what you're supposed to do is like a ladder effect. Here, come on, come up this step, come up this step, and come up this step. Because if not, and you're the only one on that ladder, you know what I'm saying? When it shakes, 100%. You're going to fall. But if you got all hands on deck and they're holding on to that ladder, if you fall, they're just gonna all reach up and grab you, push you right back up that ladder. So 100%. It's like it's definitely a ladder effect. It's a pyramid effect. I know the people of Uncle Sam, they don't want to hear pyramid effect, but man, in this industry, take it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? We're building pyramids. You know, we're building it, and it's not like it hasn't been done before. You know, because it has. You know, look at all the ancestors of these people in this world, you know what I'm saying? All of them had a participation lifting these 10,000 ton stones and creating something. And, you know, honestly, I feel like the architecture back then is just exceeding whatever we think now. You know, now we're like, okay, it's nothing. We got a little laser. Let's chop right through it. But what about the muscle? What about the hard work? What about the effort? Like, what about that blood, sweat, and tears? And I feel like the
100%.
industry is missing that, man. You know, so definitely, I'm glad to have you come out with us on this platform tonight, brother, man.
Of course, bro. I appreciate you having me.
I know that you're going to be probably the first Minnesota artist that I've ever interviewed. So I'm very, very curious to see what we got going on.
All right, shit, we got a lot. Fire away. I'm open book.
So definitely, what are you puffing on over there? I see something in your hand. I see you striking up something, man. Woo-wee. I ain't gonna lie. David Pistols, I used to be blazing like Snoop Dogg, man. Be blazing, but now, man, I probably sniffed that, and man, I'm like, you know, man, your boy is.
Yeah, no, I love marijuana. A lot of my family actually grows, so I grew up loving it in a way. I got it tattooed on me as well, which I don't know. Some motherfuckers may see that as corny, but I don't care. I like the plant. That shit is interesting.
Honestly, I got it blasted on me too. And honestly, I think it has a couple more leaves than it's supposed to have. But everybody hits me up all the time. They be like, you smoke? I'm like, why you looking at me like I smoke, homie? And they're like, cause I see your wrist right there, homie. I'm like, it ain't a little wrist. You know what I'm saying? Pretty big
right
one. But yeah, man, I used to blaze like Snoop Dogg, man. Colorado, that was the first place it legalized, man. And God bless it, man, because I'm gonna be honest, it completely mellowed out the whole scenery. Because before we were sitting there, we were going California direction. You know, we were definitely going to California direction, and it was getting bad. It was getting bad, but that weed hit, and it's almost like them crime rates went down a little bit. Don't get me wrong. You still get a dispensary licked here and there, you know, and, you know, it might not be safe to be walking around Denver like that all the time, but it's like that weed kicked in.
Back and smoking a blunt, it's a little bit safe.
Yeah. And it's not like we weren't doing that before, you know, but it's like to be able to just walk into the stores and be able to do that, you know, that's where it actually got cracking right there, you know, because before we would be out there with the mom and pops growers, you know what I'm saying, and we would have those white boy scientists really concentrating on getting that bud right, you know, and now it's all watered down, you know, like y'all got to go with the medical. Colorado Springs, Southern Colorado. I'm telling you, that's where it's at. Boulder, you know what I'm saying? Fort Collins area, man, that medical is nothing to play with.
I got my medical card too, so I'm gonna pull through there next time I'm out there.
Man, you already know, man. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Like, we don't even buy that no more. We get it given to us. Here you go. Take this. Have a smile. Thank you. You know, you have a good day. You know, so at the end of the day, man, when you come out here, you're pretty much taken care of. You know, I know you, I know right before I got with New West Management, definitely you got into New West. And, man, I'm excited for this. I'm very excited for this. I just want to let you know that David Pistols is an entity for you too, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for your artist. I'm here for anything that you need, man, because a lot of artists out here, they need repackaging. And, you know, like a lot of times they let the pride and the ego and, you know what I'm saying, the statistics get in the way. And it's like,
get in the way. Yep.
Yeah, you know, like basically they're too focused. Like, oh man, I got 500 views over here, but man, you know what I'm saying, that fool Dax got 5 million views, you know, and then they kind of get bummed out and they're like shut off about certain things. And it's like, wait a minute, you don't even understand what that man had to do for his marketing plan. You know, he had to do a lot for his marketing, and that's what we got to do now. So I'm excited to tell you, man, this is my 5-year plan. I've been going at it for a year now. Bro, I'm so excited to even be in the second year of this because I got 3 more years to complete my 5-year plan. And I'm telling you, AK, you are a part of that. And you're a part of the 10-year plan too.
We're going to get this shit popping, bro. We got some big things coming. I don't even know what all we doing behind the scenes, but we got some shit coming.
Definitely, man. I think there's just too many artists right now functioning through New West, and we don't even know what's going on around us. We got so much amazing engagement going on, and
Western motherfucking house.
yeah, like you got to throw it up. West Side in my Ice Cube voice, in my Ice Cube voice.
That part.
But yeah, nah, man. Honestly, I'm excited. I got to see you perform a couple of times when you were out here in Colorado. I didn't get to see it live, but I definitely got to see the video footage of it. I love your energy, man. And
About
that's
the
basically
music
the
video
type of
for New Gods. Pop your shit about that. We did a
yeah,
whole music video while I was out there.
yeah, no, definitely. And it wasn't just some random music video, guys. Like I'm telling you, this man came from Minneapolis, Minnesota, in the heart of all the drama. Right when the Venezuelans came and hit Aurora, Colorado, and our city was one of the first cities that they hit. And they were out there, and you saw what I saw when we were walking around and we were shooting that video. And not too many people can walk around and politic in those type of areas, man, because those type of areas are very hairy and they're meant for sticky situations. So, man, I'm definitely gonna put it out there, man. It was just me, you, and the camera. There was no security guards. There was no
Right.
police officers around. And if there was, we probably would have started running because it's really back in the
I
day
don't
type
like
of
shooting in
stilo.
front of police officers. I feel like they're gonna arrest me for some shit. They're gonna come up with a motherfucking reason. They always do.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. And especially in that area, in that neighborhood, man. They're not the nicest over there, man. They're always rushing and running into gangbangers all day, man. And it's like they're not going to play nice with people
Mm-mm.
that are even doing something right. So we could be like, yeah, we're shooting a music video all day. They would have still rushed us, bum rushed us, threw us to the ground, threw us in
Yeah,
some cuffs.
that shit
You
don't
know,
matter in their eyes.
yeah, and the one of us just flinched wrong. They just beating the shit out of us. So fuck you, Aurora PD. Fuck you, Aurora PD.
Oh God,
Loud and
fuck you,
clear.
Aurora PD. That
Uh,
part.
but hey, man, it was right there. It was off of 17th, 16th, and definitely from 16th in Oswego to 16th in Moline. That was where we shot the whole video, and I loved it, man. It's very creative. It was very amazing.
It was
I
a
like
dope
the
ass
way that you deliver your art, the way that you captivate the crowd and the people with your lyrics. You see what I'm saying?
song. I
There's some
appreciate that.
there's some severe delivery right there. And to all you Minnesota artists out there, you better be afraid because AK's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Swag it.
Everybody down. Get down. Hit him with an elbow. Hit him. That's me right there. We over there. We jumping somebody. We rap battle jumping people, man. I'm like, just jump off the top rope. Hit him with that.
Elbow slammer. Y'all know what it is.
Yeah, man. But honestly, I want to get into this a little bit more. Like, when did you start recording? When did you start rapping? Like, what age were you?
So when I started rapping, I was probably like 9, 10-ish. It was like it was just that lunch table cipher shit. We just kind of rapping back and forth. I never was the one rapping that much, but I would go and I would pop my shit a little bit and then stop. But then later, my homies told me that I should really start actually like rapping and making some songs. And so there was this library down the street from my mom's crib. And I went over there. They had studio time you could book out. So I booked it out. I made a song. Man, let me tell y'all, that motherfucking song was terrible. That shit was ass. Hot ass. But we all start somewhere.
Yeah.
Even if your first song is ass, that don't matter. Just keep pushing. I was like 12 at that time. And then I got a little microphone for Christmas. It was a Blue Yeti microphone. And I had this shitty ass laptop. I got this cracked version of Reaper for free. And I started just recording tracks. They weren't good. Yep.
Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know.
Y'all don't even
Coming on the way to the
know.
aquarium, sick blowing. Oh,
I got it right here, actually.
you back there. You better keep your head up. You better keep your head up. You better keep on grinding. Get that bag. Man, that is old school right there, man. That's old school, brother.
Man, it's got the little like fucking mini HDMI, like, bro. But yeah, that's where I started. And then once I kind of like really started doing some research on how it worked, or like how engineering worked, how the audio system worked, I got rid of this. I went to Guitar Center and I really upgraded my shit. I got like a shitty, I don't even remember what kind of audio station it was. It was the cheapest one I could get. It was a Tonor one. And then I hooked up a little compressor mic to it. That made it sound a little bit better. But once I was like 18, 19, that's when I was really like, all right, I'm finna upgrade my shit for real. And then I really moved up to doing that. So I kind of been recording myself and engineering myself for forever. And it was shitty as hell for a while, but you live and you learn.
Yeah. Basically, it's trial and error. You know, you basically, they think that it's easy. They think that this is, let me just pick up a microphone, let me just pick up an interface, and let me go ahead and just plug it in the computer and it's going to work. Like, you know how many days it took me to get that interface to work?
Literally. And it's like you play an unmixed track, that shit's gonna sound terrible because the vocals aren't mixed, the shit's not gonna level, your vocals gonna clip, all of the bullshit that comes with an unmixed track. You try to mix a track, you don't know what you're doing, it's gonna end up sounding muddied out, it's gonna
Yeah.
echo, it's gonna sound like a tin can. Unless you get lucky as fuck, because I've seen that before too. I've had a homie who said no, he had no idea what the fuck he was doing, but he clicked the right shit and he did the thing and he went crazy. So
Yeah, no, definitely. Honestly, man, I was actually making some good content before too, man. But it's all in your speakers, it's all in what you're engineering off of, man, because honestly, I've ran into that problem. I got my stuff muddy, you know? And to all you people out there, you better be afraid. You better be scared because David Pistols is coming for your ass.
that
Hey,
part,
I'm coming for you, man. But nah,
that
definitely
part.
my stuff was a little muddy, you know, and I could relate with that because I got disappointed. I got discouraged. I was like, man, what's going on? But honestly, I was winning. I was still winning with that. So that's what I mean. It's like you can't really ever give up. You can't just shut off because when that time comes and you actually are making quality music and good music, you know, everybody that's been bumping you when you weren't making it is going to just be able to have that as a surprise, a treat. Like they're going to be like, that's my boy. You know, like I'm pretty sure that when you started releasing cleaner cuts and everything and you started releasing actually good masters, I mean, your people probably were like, man, I'm so freaking proud of you, you know?
That's when the people started to see, and that's when the real friends and fake friends started to filter out too. Because when I got my first 50,000 streams on a song with Ritz, it was like people were proud. But then it was also the people who I hadn't talked to in a million years that popped out and were like, "Oh, bro, good job. We should kick it sometime." Like,
You know where you leave them?
I leave them in the past, exactly where they was.
Arm's distance. Don't come in arm's distance of me now. You know
Bro,
what
we
I'm saying?
protect
I
peace.
might
So
not
listen.
recognize you. Boom! Oh snap! David Pistol, why you punch my fan? I'm sorry, Oxy. I'm sorry, Oxy. They got too close to you, my boy. They got too close to you.
They look finicky. I don't know, Zach.
Like I thought I was security for the night. Like, oh shit, nah, bro. You an artist too right now. Pistol, what are you doing?
So, dog, we got a track
And
to
you the
do up
promoter too.
here.
Like, damn, you right. This is my event right here. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. I just made a bad image. You like, damn, come on. Nah, man, but we're excited because I know when you come out to Colorado, we have some things already pending for you right now. We have some large things pending. The goal is to book out AK Oxy. So to all you promoters out there in Colorado, tap in with David Pistols today. Go check out AK Oxy if you're looking to book somebody that's gonna get them moshing. Somebody that's gonna get them crunk. You know what I'm saying? That old school nut give you buck, wow. You know what I'm saying?
Nut if you but. Hey, I actually opened up for Project Pat.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he did that one as
Okay.
well. That was
So
a
how
pretty
was
good
that?
one.
How was that? Was because I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Your music has kind of like a Texas uh like it kind of has a Texas ring to it. You know, it kind of
Oh
definitely
shit, I ain't heard that one before.
like if you listen to your vocals and you listen to your voice, the cleanness of it, it's kind of like it's like a little white, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, man, shouts out to Little White. Shouts out to him, man. That man never got old.
Yeah.
He's still out in the industry doing it. So that's why I can kind of see your music. I can peek in there and I can kind of see, you know, Pistols are peeking. I'm like, let me see in there, you know what I'm saying?
Shit out,
Let me see up
yeah.
in there. And honestly, man, I like what I see. I like what I see. It's energetic. It's hype. It's something to keep people on their toes, and they're just waiting. What's the next delivery? What's the next delivery going to be? You know, so what I guess I would ask right now is there a way that I can get you to do a cappella real quick? Like maybe a show set that you have cocked back. Is there a way I can get you to bust for us real quick on camera?
Hold on.
Shouts out to everybody out there.
Paint an artist as a picture, that's myself and who I'm with. Ain't far from moving bricks, so switch a CEO of shit and not a leather on my jacket. Match the bracket that I'm in, and the ones who show no love can never see my ass again. All my adversaries either buried or just fled. Some may want to see me bleed, but I just bleed what's in my pen. This perpetual motion, I'm taking it across the ocean. To turn it up is my notion. With all the smoke we be blowing in the sky, there's no limit. I'm on my grind, fuck a pivot. I need my money taller than a stack of 30 so midgets. They said to breathe for a minute, but I came here just to spit it. Ain't never once been a victim. Bitch, I got rabies. I'm vicious.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
AK.
bars, bars, bars. That's what we're talking about, man. And we ain't talking about these Zanny bars and shit. We ain't talking about them candy bars.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? We talking about actual
MC.
cold, hardcore, raw talent at its pure finest, man. So it's like, shouts out to you. If that's what Minnesota is packing, man, I don't even want to see the rest in the clip. I don't even want to see the rest in the clip, man. You know, basically, you guys, they call you AK for a reason, man. You just come in, get on the ground, get your ass on the ground. I should have. Hey, honestly, I thought that it was good. I thought that you were in good hands when you came out here to Aurora and stuff. And I thought you were in good hands, man. I thought you were in good hands with me. Little did I know, man, you was the one I was in good hands with. You was the actual AK walking next to me. You know what I'm saying? It was like, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here, man.
100%. Hey, I gotta show love to who else as well. He right over here right now. He over here in the background doing.
Can we go ahead and get him to step on camera and say what's up to the people real quick? Tell him to pop out real quick. What's up? What's up?
Popping out.
Oh, there he goes, homie. There he goes. Everybody out there, that's who else. They call him who else. You know what I'm saying? Definitely Aurora, Colorado native, an Aurora, Colorado artist to the purest. You know, honestly, everybody out there, go tap into his music video, Boys in Aurora. You know what I'm saying? Man. Streaming on all platforms, man. That man is killing it. I believe that New West was on the Westward. He was on the on one of the articles in the Westward. So definitely, I know that he's a part of New West. He's actually the founder of New West. So, I mean, to tell you the truth, man, I can't wait till I see you on the Westward, you know, and that's going to happen. It's going to happen out there. You know, it's just all about networking, thriving, driving, and keeping that pressure on their necks. So it's like, I see you doing nothing lesser than that, man. Nothing lesser than that.
100%. I will be back to Colorado real soon.
What is your ethnicity actually?
Me? Oh, I'm just a white guy, man.
Oh, he's like, I'm just a white guy. Like, no, hey, honestly, the reason I asked that is because there's a bunch of white people out there. You know, there's Irish people. You know, there's definitely Polak people. You know, Polish people.
No,
you know
I'm
what I'm
not
saying?
100% sure. I'm pretty sure I'm mostly German, a little bit Irish, and then I'm not sure what else.
Now, when you drink, does that Irish side come out?
Shit, it used to.
Oh, he used to, huh? He's like, nah, man, I just focus on the music now. He's like, I already lived that life. I still drink. Don't get me wrong, but shit, I used to be drinking so fucking much. So I definitely slowed it down. So I can't do like down 30 shots anymore. But how old are you, brother? If you don't mind me asking.
Me, I'm 22.
You're 22.
Hell yeah,
man. Can you just do me a big favor? The biggest favor, man.
What it is?
In 10 years, I want to have this conversation again. I want you to look at me in the eyes. I want you to look at me in the face, man, in 10 years. And in between here and there, I want you to fuck it up. I want you to go after everything you ever wanted and more. I want you to really inspire yourself Don't idolize others. Don't look at nobody else and what they're eating or what they're doing. Do what AK Oxy came to do. And as long as you do that, man, and don't waste any time, because time is the most valuable thing that we have. It's the most valuable thing. And I wasted the last 10 years of my life. And the 10 years before that, I wasted too, you know? And it's like, it's not an easy feeling to be in your 30s and wonder, hey, am I gonna make it? Is this a factor? I remember when I was 18 years old, I was 245 pounds. Okay. Mike Tyson was around that same weight when he was 18 years old. He was the heavyweight champion of the world, man. And me, I was just the thug on the corner trying to just live my life like that. So all that time wasted, man, and I could have been somebody. So I'm telling you,
You
Oxy,
is somebody, man.
be that person, become somebody, become the champion. Like, you have so much potential and you're at such a young age, man. Don't ever let anybody influence you wrong. Because I'm telling you right now, when you let people influence you, you're gonna go right back to the drinking hardcore, getting out of character. You're gonna go right back to doing them lines of Yola and just till your whole face falls off and your body's falling apart. You know, if you listen to others, they gonna talk you into crashing out. Now,
That's
a real gangster, a solid G, man, he ain't gonna crash out. He is not gonna crash out. You see what I'm saying? And
100.
unfortunately, it takes having to go behind those walls to really understand that. But you don't got to do that, man. You got this whole next 20 years of your life, 25, 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Keep on going and thriving. I'm sure you'll be rapping at the age of 60, but at least you're doing something productive.
Shit, I
Sure,
can't.
you'll have your whole art down. And I was just making fun of rapping at the age of 60. I know some people out there. They still get it. They still getting buck wild. They over there whipping it up, and they're like,
I'll be like
rapping at
Booty
the age of
Miles up in that
60.
motherfucker.
But what they feel is like, I'm doing this for fun when I could have been doing this getting paid the whole time. So that's why it's very vital for all of the artists out there worldwide to get their copyrights down, to get
100.
their stuff registered, because honestly, great entities in this industry have reached out to me before and they've talked with me. They've consulted to me, and I've listened. I haven't been that type to be like, man, I know better than you. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Forget you. I would have never learned if I did that. So I'm telling you, man, 22 years old, fuck the world and get yours. Get
That's real.
yours at all costs. And I'm not talking about tying somebody up, AK Oxy, putting them in a little handcuff position and shit, robbing a bank. You don't got to do that. You know how you rob the bank? With your lyrics coming out that motherfucker. With your lyrics
That's
bleeding out
real.
of that pen. You know what I'm saying? As you writing in that notebook. Don't ever
Hell
let
yeah.
that notebook get old. I believe in you, brother. I really do. And the fact that you're 22 years old, I'm going to hold you to that standard now. You're not just with the little guys anymore. You're with the big boys, man. And I'm going to do my darndest to look out for your career, too. And we're going to
That's
speak
right.
highly about it. SR Broadcast is so pleased to have artists like you step on this platform. Because if it wasn't for artists like you, there would be no platform. There would be no us. There would be nobody watching right now. And let's face it, there's people watching. I see you back there. I see you back there. I see you right there and right there. Come on. Hit that comment bar. You know what it is. One of you commenters are going to
See y'all
walk
that, man.
away with a free David Pistols package. Who wants some Pistol Palooza? Huh? And I'm pretty sure my guy, AK Oxy back there, might throw in a little treat. He might throw in a little treat too right there. So y'all better hit that comment
A
bar.
little something, son.
Boom, hit it with an elbow.
A little something, son.
So yeah, nah, man. Honestly, where can people find your music? What is
All
your
platforms.
handles?
I'm under all platforms, under AK Oxy. Same way, spell right on the screen. I've got 5 albums out at the moment. Some people know me as having up to 10 albums out, but that's stuff that isn't out no more. So the real ones,
Underground. It's
yeah,
underground Oxy.
the real ones, they got the hard copy albums of them, and they still pull up on me at shows every once in a while, and then they're like, "Yo, I got this album still." I'm like, "No fucking way." That shit is crazy.
So what's the craziest thing that's ever happened at one of your showcases?
Personally, all right, so we smoked this blunt this one time. We took a whole Fronto leaf and we wrote a whole QP in it. We was just taking zip bags from the dispensary. This was out in Detroit. We was just dumping bag after bag after bag after bag. Shout out Major Motion Boys. That's my family out of Michigan. We're gonna be back in Michigan real soon too. But we was just dumping bag after bag in that motherfucker. That shit was huge. If you scroll on my Facebook, it's AK Oxy somewhere. If you scroll a little ways down, you're gonna see my boy Wavy just posted it again. And that was a fat ass blunt.
Man.
And interaction though. There was this one show though. I don't know. These motherfuckers in the crowd started fighting. I'm up there. I'm just rapping. It's kind of a turn up song, and I'm like, this shit is cool, right? Everybody having a good time. Then this motherfucker in the back row throw this drink up front, and in my song Solvents in verse 2, this is what I'm talking about. And the whole place got fucked up because these motherfuckers started fighting up there. Somebody knocked over a speaker, and then everything started going out. The lights started fucking up, and so the whole place got quiet, and you couldn't tell if some shit was getting shot up or if the electricals was sparking. But that bitch went dark, and everybody was freaking the fuck, and we got the fuck up out of there.
Yeah, no, definitely. To all you fans out there, you guys got to compile yourselves. You guys got to take that shit outside, because I'm telling you right now, at a David Pistol's event, it's not, nobody's gonna play nice with that. Basically, most likely, it's gonna be the fans that are gonna grab you and throw you out. You know, it's not gonna be security. It's gonna be the fans doing it. So what I'm trying to say is, everybody out there, you got to respect your artist. It doesn't matter who the artist is. It doesn't matter how little the artist or how big the artist is. You respect your artist when they're on stage. That's what you went to that show to see. You
100%.
went there for a reason. You know, and if you're buying a ticket to a showcase, what's the point of crashing out? You just wasted your money. You could have just waited outside being drunk until people walked out, then crash out.
You spent the money on the drinks. Now you sitting there looking at your bank the next morning. You sitting there, damn, I done spent $250 on drinks right here. That fucking sucks. So I
got 2 black eyes.
I couldn't even get back in that bitch.
I can't see.
It's like, shit, I couldn't even get in there after it. I don't even know why. And then they told me, and I'm like, oh, shit.
So what did you think about the Super Bowl last night, man? Honestly, let's talk about that real quick.
I mean, yeah, the football game at the Kendrick concert was cool. No, I'm not really that interested in sports, so the Super Bowl concert wasn't that big to me, but I've always fucked with Kendrick heavy, so I was excited to see his performance.
I'm not going to lie. I feel like he did do a good job, but at the same point in time, there wasn't enough energy there. There wasn't enough energy. Like, for instance, when you perform, right? You know for a fact, if you look at the way he performed in the compared to these artists that are really hungry and they're actually after it, right? Like, man, I feel like he could have completely done a better job at that performance, because it felt like he was halfway lip syncing with it, you know? And it's like, we can't do that.
I think I liked the performance. I really did. I thought he did a really good job on that. And Kendrick, I don't think he was lip syncing, because he's always been a big advocate about not performing with your lyrics.
Well, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, his mic was just too low. Like,
yeah, the mic sounded weird as fuck.
That's exactly where I was getting at, because it's like, for instance, when you perform, you know it's not sounding like that. You know you're out there and you're rocking it. And you know if they would have just turned this mic up a little bit more, man, that would have been good enough. You know what I'm saying? But that's what made me think a little bit, because if you notice, and it's not a bad thing that these artists do that, because if you notice, a lot of artists, what they'll do is they'll go out and they'll have their music playing in the back, and then what they'll do is they go on monotone behind it. And that's how they're able to complete their show sets.
I see it all the time where people are just moving their lips with what their lyrics are saying. And I like that shit. I don't want to see. I would just listen to your song in my car if that's what I wanted. But I
Yep.
would rather like when I go to a show, you gonna be able to hear my motherfucking voice over my lyrics. There may be a little backing track, but nah, you gonna hear my voice. That's
Yeah.
gonna be my voice rapping. Cause you came to a AK Oxy show and you wanted to hear rap. You wanted to hear me sing. Cause I sing as well. I have a whole acoustic guitar album coming as well.
So check this out. Are we able to hear you play the acoustic guitar?
Not at the moment, nah. Nah,
He's like,
not
I
at
don't
the
got it
moment,
on me. I don't got it
nah.
on me. He's like, I'm just singing over the acoustic guitar beats. Are you actually playing the guitar though in the songs?
Yeah. I'm in the process of learning how to play the guitar right now. I've never been good at the guitar. I know how to play violin. I know how to do piano decent, but guitar, I did a little bit when I was a kid, so I'm just kind of trying to pick that back up. But I'm not
Like that.
confident enough right now to perform it. But we have so
No,
many
no, no, no.
lyrics.
I understand that completely. I understand it completely. You know, I had to ask because here at SR Broadcast, we pride ourselves on finding the righteous ones, man.
Hey,
And
that's real.
honestly, the
Hey, y'all
fact
gonna
that
be
you're
y'all
saying that you're
can be the
trying new
first. Y'all
genres
can
and
have the first live broadcast of one of the performances of it, though. I can say that.
okay, yeah, no, definitely. Is that going to be more of a? Is it going to be more of a mainstream album there, huh?
It's gonna be. It's just gonna be heartfelt. It's not gonna be going for any type of sound. It's just gonna be going with what I feel with the instrument and where I feel like going from there. Because I feel like conquering everything. Like I made R&B music. I made heavy metal music, rock music, alternative, pop music, rap. So like I want to conquer everything.
Now I know you said that you have a song that's streaming at over 50,000 views, and it's featuring Ritz on it.
Yep, that song was called "Coming from the Bottom," but it is no longer out due to politics.
No, no, definitely, definitely. What other artists have you worked with? You know, not even just celebrities or large name brands, but like what artists have you worked with recently?
Recently, I've done shows with Kasky. Obviously, I said the Project Pat one. I got to shout out all of my boys out here who are working now. Shout out to the Minneapolis music scene. So Dakota, Lil Sensei, Just Jaden, MCJ, my DJ Cam Jones. Everybody be going crazy out here. Like I could keep listing person after person. There's fucking talent out here. That's just all off of the top of my damn head. P Still Chief and Frogs. Everybody out here, like there's everybody out here brings something to the table.
What do you think the biggest misconstruction is about Minnesota artists?
That it's just that it's just a bunch of people trying to sound like somebody. Because in reality, if you really dig into Minnesota artists, it's unique as fuck. Like there are people out here that I've heard rap that you will never hear no shit like that anywhere else. And you're like, wait, what the fuck did this dude just do on the mic? That's raw.
I got to do a Minnesota test, okay? I got to do a Minnesota test right now, so don't hate me for this one, okay?
Go
But
ahead.
can you say couch for me?
Couch.
Okay. Nah, there's some people out there in Minnesota. They be saying couch all weird. I have family from out there. I I, I
Hey, I
I
know what
know,
you're
I
talking about.
know. Hey, no,
You're talking
no,
about
but
Canada.
it could be. I get what you. Oh, I get what you're saying. Oh, it's like right there by the border. So we're gonna get the language kind of like those different
Wait, no,
languages.
we not far. I think we like 5-6 hours from the border.
Man, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. So honestly, let's be honest. Have you gone over there?
No, I haven't. I was gonna go for my birthday last year, but my passport wasn't renewed, so I'm like, yeah, fuck it. We'll go to Canada some other time. But Canada, when I come, I'm coming with a microphone in hand, and I'm fucking y'all up. Y'all better get ready to jump, cause we turning up.
To tell you the truth, we had somebody earlier this week. He's a DJ from out there in Canada. Man, they're still pressing vinyl out there. They're really doing that craft. They're doing that art. So I'm gonna have to
That's
definitely plug
raw.
you with him.
Fuck yeah, definitely tap me in. That's the kind of shit I love, bro. I love the old school
He's
culture.
they're
I'm
they're
a
out there
person.
doing
I go out.
showcases. They're out there doing showcases right now, and man, I know my guy out there. He's very, very, very hungry, and their production isn't bad, brother. It really isn't. Like you would think so, because like hip hop was originated in the United States.
I don't judge nothing off of none of that. It's music is music. There's music
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah, no, honestly though, but a lot of artists they do that. They do judge off of that. They're like, man, these guys are behind us and these guys are behind that, and man, Canada is moving at a rapid speed, and I know a lot of people, in the United States, they might just be like, oh, this is just USA. Nah, man, like you got to venture out, you got to explore. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna connect you with those connections, and I really,
That's love.
since you told me you're 22 now, like we got a deal we got to make with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pistol's gonna be set by the time he's 40, but you're gonna have everything you ever wanted by the time you're 30.
Hey, I'll shake on this
Well, shake on that, Oxy. I'm gonna
right
hold
there.
you to it, brother, man. Because honestly, what kills me the most is there's a lot of rappers in Colorado that have passed away. There's a lot of rappers in California that have passed away, and I'm pretty sure out there in Minnesota, there's a lot of rappers that passed away too. You get to a certain point, a certain elective, and time works against you almost, and you lose it. And I don't want you to go through that ever. I don't want you to have to lose that time. That time is so vital, man. And I believe in you. I believe that AK Oxy is the next to come out of Minneapolis. Let's be honest. I feel like your time is now. It's going to happen. The sooner that you make it happen, the happier you're going to be.
That
Have
time.
your family life organized, put together, and I promise you, brother, the music, it's just going to come natural at that point. You know?
100%.
So it's like, let's go ahead and jump into a couple more questions real quick. I definitely want to touch base. What was it's a two-part question right here, okay?
Let's get it.
What was your greatest achievement last year?
My greatest achievement last year, I would say every single venue on my tour last year was 100% packed out to the door. I think that was my greatest achievement because that was the first tour that was 100% packed every single time.
What was your biggest downfall of 2024?
My biggest downfall of 2000. Oh shit, fuck. Hey, bro, where do I start?
Your deepest moment. That's where you can start.
It
Your
was
deepest moment.
it was putting my energy into the wrong person and not trusting my judgment and giving the wrong people the benefit of the doubt. I think that was my biggest judgment call and what threw me off the most in 2024 and held me back. But I learned a lot at the same time, so there's nothing I wouldn't do. I wouldn't change nothing because I learned, and I wouldn't be AK Oxy without none of that. There's
Sometimes
so much bullshit on the road. There's a whole lot of shit, but we did this shit and we made it through everything.
sometimes we need those type of people that are willing to push us to crash out and want that negativity out of us. Sometimes we need those type of people around us just to make us stronger. So I'm glad that you see that, man. And you're like, man, I'm over here. I'm flexing, homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm flexing on them now. It's like that the drive, that's the motivation. Like people think you can just go ahead and turn it on, start the key, put your foot on the gas, and like, nah, this isn't a car. This isn't your normal car. Like you gotta spit on this, like it's like some bomb coochie or something. You gotta spit on it, man. You gotta loop that up real quick. Because
I
I'm
think
telling you, like,
another big thing as well was just not believing in myself. Like I don't know, everybody knows music is an up and down business. It's a roller coaster. Sometimes you get in the most love in the world, and then sometimes it's crickets. And so I don't know. There were times where I didn't believe in myself as well, and I got in my own head, and so I held myself back. And like you could tell in the music, I just didn't really give a shit because, like, yeah, I like making music, but it wasn't. I just didn't feel it because I felt like nobody really gave a fuck, and so I let that get into my own head, and so I kind of had to really shift into a different mindset of fuck everything else. I'm truly making this music for me. I think that was my biggest roadblock, honestly.
Basically, just listening to others and listening to their put downs, huh? Basically, people sitting there trying to tell you, like, you do something good. Because we all listen to music. We know what music is. We all do. Especially if you're coming from a hip hop time. You know what I'm saying? And let's be
Right.
honest, like 2010, man, hip hop was still booming. You know what I'm saying? When you were a little youngster, it was still booming. They were still listening to the Tupac. 20 years later, they were still bumping Pac. They were still bumping it like it was 1996 again. You know, and man, like you got some great knowledge. I know you got some great knowledge inside of you. I can see your characteristics. I can see your charisma, and that's what it takes to make an artist is that charisma. Without charisma, you have nothing. You know,
Yeah.
I've seen artists go up there and perform before, and when they go up there and perform, they don't even say one lyric the whole time. They're like, "Jump, jump, everybody, come on, jump, woo, ah, woo!" And it's like you're looking at them and you're
Hey,
like,
hey, hey,
"Yeah,
hey, yeah,
yeah."
yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
kind of looking
Jump.
at them and you're
Hands
like,
up, hands up.
you're like, "Oh, my hands is up, my hands is up." My bad. I'm sorry. I'm pissed off, homie. I'm pissed off. You scared me for a second. I was like, oh shit. Like AKI. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm
Man,
not trying. I'm not trying to diss you, man. But the reason it scared me is because we come from Colorado, man. We come from Colorado, and Colorado is notorious for white kids shooting up schools, man. It ain't no joke. So
I'm not
definitely, man.
shooting up no schools.
You better not. You better not. I'm gonna have to tackle you and take you back to the studio. Be like, we shooting up the studio, homie. You see that microphone right there? That's the only thing we
That
shooting
wrong
tonight.
spot, man. Come on.
Nah, but on some real stuff, um, it's a different type of community out here that I'm talking about when I speak of stuff like that. That's very far away from your characteristics. I can tell you are somebody that has that thick skin. You've been in the hood, you've been in the trap, you've been in and out of that shit. You've seen it for yourself. And it's like a lot of these kids out here that do crash out and they do victimize the school for it. It's like a lot of them were privileged kids, privileged little white kids that definitely their mommy and daddies, were like, here, I just bought you a brand new car at the age of 16. You don't ever have to worry about food. You don't have to worry about shoes or what you're going to wear. Here goes my credit card. And it's like for the white kids that are in poverty, homie, like like honestly, like being in the struggle and having to go through that, it's a different breed, it's a different kind. And a lot of times people get it very misconstrued. They feel like, hey, this young this young artist, he's just a white boy, but they're making you pay for something that's outside of your hands and your range now. So what I say is break that, break that mold. You know, Eminem did. He did it in Detroit. Break that mold. Do it in Minneapolis. Do it in Minnesota. Be that entity. Little White did it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of artists, Paul Wall, they all were able to definitely break that mold and get out of that box that unfortunately your culture is really subjected to being now. And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm half white. So it's like our culture with that is very very vicious and it's very rampant, and we deserve that backlash sometimes, but at the same point in time it's like don't get it twisted. I'm not just that little white boy. I'm thugging it. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta thug it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta really kill it out there. And we gotta really stand up, not just for ourselves. We gotta stand up for every other culture out there that's ever been impacted by something that's followed us our whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta make that difference. And through your music, through your knowledge, through just being able to do what AK Oxy came to do, man, it's gonna break barriers. It's gonna break walls. It's gonna murder it, man. And I'm excited to see that. You know, you got 10 years. We already shook on it. We
We
can't take
shook on it.
we can't take hands back over camera. Maybe in person. Hey, give me
Yeah.
my hand back real
Yeah,
quick. You know?
y'all gonna see it on the stories. Y'all type into both of our socials.
Yeah, no, honestly, because honestly, anytime you got something, brother, all I can do is tell you, man, tag me in it, and I'll go ahead and I'll share it for you. I'll
Yes,
share it on
sir.
my platform. You know, what we're working on doing right now here at SR Broadcast is we're gonna start doing we're gonna do write-ups for artists. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna definitely do columns and definitely you know definitely some pretty big shout outs. I don't want to really get too much into detail on that, but I've been watching a few artists. I've been looking at a few artists, and I'm going to spotlight them like no other. You know,
Hell
I
yeah.
know that all the artists and Spilled Records, man, they're going to get spotlighted. You know what I'm saying? They're going to definitely get spotlighted. They're amazing artists, man. And, you know, definitely shouts out to SIX12s, the founder. You know, tap in with him. He has great artists too, man. If you're looking to
Sure.
connect with the West Coast, if you're looking to connect with Kansas City, Missouri, if you're looking to connect with Colorado, you know, we're branched out right now. We're branched out like some heavy
Hell
tree
yeah.
trunks out the ground, you know? So man, come play with us, man. We got nothing but time and talent on our hands, and we definitely thrive on this. So, brother man, I gotta ask you right now. I gotta ask you.
What it is, what it is.
So people, let's go ahead and give a shout out. What's up, Terps? Yeah. What's up, Andy? Who else? Shouts out to you, Smokey Doe. What's
Hey,
up? What's
Smokey
up,
Dad, I
everybody
gotta
out
give a
there?
shout out to him. That's my motherfucking brother right there. He was actually just over here with us watching the Super Bowl last night too.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. He came packing both lungs, huh? He had both lungs on him. He's like,
Yep.
yeah, I wasn't playing. I wasn't playing. But check this out. Tomorrow, when people are driving to work, tomorrow, when people get up in the morning and walk their dog around the block, tomorrow, when people are brushing their teeth, when they're in the shower cleaning up for the day, when they're driving to work, when they're eating a bowl of cereal, you know, and they're starting their day off, or going outside smoking a cigarette, if they're smoking a blunt, you know what I'm saying? Like going to work, coming from work, lunchtime. You know what I'm saying? They're stuck in that rush hour traffic because everybody wants to get home. This is what they're going to listen to. SR Broadcast, the home of the super righteous, man. This is what they're going to pay attention to. This is what they're going to listen to. So I want to take this time to hand you this platform and put it in your hands right now, AK. And I want to let you go ahead and give a message for the ones you love. You know, I don't know. Do you have kids?
I have a stepson. That's my son. That's my son.
So right now, what I can say is this is are you close with your mom or dad?
Yeah, I'm close to both of them.
Okay.
Very grateful for that
So
as well.
so right now, this is your platform, brother, because this isn't gonna go away. Let's be honest. Like with a stepson, I'm gonna be honest, and people are gonna get hurt by this a lot. But you're not promised that like you are with your children, you know, and you're not even promised tomorrow with your children all the time. But it's harder when you're a stepdad and you're a stepson and you have a stepdad because you don't know what could happen in that time frame to really jeopardize your feelings, you know, because if something happens, goes off beat, you know, they got to pay for that. And let's be honest, at that point in time, the stepdad and stepson have already created such a bond that most likely that love is deeper than between both partners,
And
you
I
know,
went
and
through
that's
that
what
before as well. And I don't see that happening this time. I went through that before, and that was a learning period. And I took a year, over a year to heal.
what I want right now is I want you to be able to tell him something because he's going to listen to this. He's going to hear it. And, you know, honestly, cover all grounds. Give him that shine on this platform right now. because I can tell already you're an amazing, amazing man, a young man, an amazing young man. So one day when you're my age, you're going to thank me for these type of moments that we created here at SR Broadcast tonight.
Shit, I'm
So
gonna
go
thank you
ahead.
right
The
now.
floor is yours.
Gio, I want you to know, no matter what the world throw at you, no matter what you go through, you gonna hear swear words. No matter what the fuck you go through, I'ma always be here. I know your mom's always gonna be here. You never alone through anything. The world has got you. You got a future, and these chapters that we about to open in your book are insane. And if you listening to this and understanding it when I'm not even here, just know I love you and I'm never gone. I'm always right here. You can always hear my voice whenever you want. I ain't going nowhere. I'm always be right there. To my girl, I just say thank you for coming into my life and showing me that shit actually can go right. And like shit can actually, I don't know, go right. I don't know a better way to put that. My mom, my dad, thank y'all for being there with me through all of this shit. None of this shit would have been possible without y'all, and I'm really grateful to be able to say that. My little brothers, fuck, I appreciate y'all supporting me through everything, because it was a rough childhood growing up, bro. I'm glad me and my parents was able to fix our relationship. That's something I'm really fucking happy about. Because there was a long time where everything was bad, and we really close now, and I'm forever grateful for that. Everyone out there who's ever supported me, never stop being your motherfucking self. I don't give a goddamn what anybody got to say about it. You hear somebody talking shit, who gives a fuck? It don't matter. They try to run a fade, you whoop their ass. Win or lose,
You
shit,
whoop
it's
their
what it
ass.
is. Yeah. You see what it is? You got to be you no matter what. There ain't shit nobody can
Hit
take.
him with an elbow. Hit him with an elbow.
You got to be you. I don't know. Nobody know you better than you. At the end of the day, when you go into bed, who's there for you? Your goddamn self. So make sure you find yourself before you start putting everything into everything else. Because if you don't believe in you, how the fuck is anybody else going to? And that's real.
That's amazing, man. I love the way that you put it, and the fact that you're 22 years old. Man, it feels like you're my age. Like your mentality is very, very awake. It isn't asleep. So don't ever go to sleep, brother. Keep grinding. Keep grinding until those calves fall off. Till your lower back blow out, homie. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't
Like
slowing
keep
down. We got
going.
some shit
So
coming.
that's like say you just in the wheelchair with your spine snapped in half. Like damn, like I did it. I lived my life. I lived it, and just know that when you do that, the level of encouragement that you're giving the youth, man, when that follows, you're gonna be overwhelmed. It's gonna be a feeling where you might like look at yourself in the mirror and might want to drop a couple tears to that, because that's a real moment. That's a real time. And I know that you're gonna achieve that. Just don't ever fail yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever drop that ball on AK Oxy, because AK Oxy,
Never.
that's the
AK
man right
Oxy
there.
ain't going nowhere. I'm
You
here
know
to
what I'm saying?
stay.
So I guess I'll ask maybe like two questions, and then we'll go ahead and get out of here. We'll
Shit,
book
ask
you
away.
for a part two. We'll book you for a part two.
Hell yeah.
But how did you get the name AK Oxy?
Trying to do it without legally.
Should I
Don't tell me you shot up a bunch of Oxycontin.
should I do it with media traded or without?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hey, tell that man not to be PR training back there. Get your ass in the corner over there, Mr. Manager. You better stay over there. He's mine right now. He's mine.
Let's just say, all right. So I'll start with the Oxy part. So I don't know. Everybody knows that I've struggled with addiction a lot in my past. Out from age 12 to 18, I was on cocaine a lot. It was fucked up. I was everything I was doing was basically focused around that. I had a whole little empire built up just to feed a habit. And it was cool. I was touching all the money and shit I wanted, but I was fucking myself up at the same time. So I don't know. I like drugs. I was kind of a crazy kid. So that's where the Oxy part came from, just because it flowed with AK Oxy. AK, I liked guns when I was a kid, and so it was kind of a nickname that went with it, and so it just kind of stuck. But nowadays, I do my thing. I make my music for whatever eyes are watching. I mind my business. I make my music. I smoke my weed with my medical card. Y'all got nothing on me. Nah. But yeah, that's pretty much the story behind my name. It's nothing crazy. It was just a little reminiscent to the childhood.
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel that, man. Like, I feel that 100%. Is the drug scene pretty heavy out there? Is it pretty bad?
It's really bad. It's really bad. It's fentanyl, especially. It's gotten worse. It's I don't know. You go downtown now, and it's like it's zombie land. It's fucked up and it's sad. And we're doing things. We just did a whole mental health event. Shout out to my manager Bella. We put on a whole mental health event just to give back to people in need in the city. We had a whole bunch of resources for groups, for housing information, for help with food, for addiction treatment help there. And it was a really dope event, and we really filled out the room. And I feel like we really did a good job getting awareness out, getting people who showed up the help they wanted or needed. And I'm hoping that we can really do more to help with that in the future, because as somebody who was able to get sober, seeing people who are going through it and being like, nah, fuck that, I understand, because I've been there. But no, you can't make nobody get sober. You gotta hope that they can see that there's a light. So I try to just treat everybody like a person, because if more people were treated like they humans, I don't know, I feel like there'd be more kindness in the world. And that's what motherfuckers really need.
No, I feel that, man. You know, like, you get what you put out.
For
So
real.
if you're on that zombie shit, you're gonna run into zombies. If you're on that bad guy shit, you're gonna run into other bad guys. Like,
Oh, God.
I for the longest, I always wondered this, because, like, I've always been a person that's always had about 40 different people around me. And it got overwhelming to the point where it's like, why do all these people be around me? Why are they all just using me? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are they doing that to me?
100%.
I actually I heard from a guy last night. It was a Jamaican cat. I was over there watching the football game, and he was over there, and he was spitting some game, and he was spitting some knowledge, and he was like, he said, man, if you got a lot of people around you, it's because you're good people, and people can feel that, you know? So honestly, what it is it answered that question in my head that I've been asking for years. Like, why is everybody around me? You know, it's because David Pistols is actual good people, you know, and AK Oxy is good people. Now, the thing about it is that people are going to be around us, but we don't got to be around them. You know, that's where this comes in. You got to have a distance. You know, everybody that you know today from out there, you know, show them love, give them that love. But some point or another, you got to step outside of that city and state and give that love to other people that are waiting for it. You know, keep them at a distance over here, crowd surf over here. You know, jump into that. Hit them up like the Silver Surfer. Wait a minute, we can't say that. We can't say that, because honestly, the new Silver Surfer, the new one in Marvel, that's a chick. So I don't know. Kind of threw off the whole algorithm of everything. You know, it starts making you think, like, wait a minute, is this like, is that one of them? He, she, they, them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's going on with that right there? Like, y'all doing that? How you doing the Fantastic Four like that? But nah, honestly, it's cool. You know, it's a new time, it's a new age. You know, I do remember the Silver Surfer being a G. You know, being a man. You know, but you know, it's a new time and age, man. But hey, I'll tell you what, man. You probably got some Silver Surfer in your bloodline. You know,
Man,
Let me find out that was your mama right there on that board, taking out all the Marvel heroes, homie. So everybody out there, shouts out to you. You know what it is. Shouts out AK Oxy coming out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. 612 stand up. Everybody out there, tap in with your boy.
New West. Y'all know what it is.
New West in the building. You know what it is. Shouts out to you, brother, man. You know what time of the segment it is right now. You know, you ain't got to go anywhere. Y'all don't got to go nowhere, but y'all got to get the out of here. Let me tell you what. You know what I'm saying? David Pistol.
Y'all heard me, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, wait a minute.
Motherfucking weed, man.
Oh, shit. We was just talking about how you quit this, man. We was talking how you quit this. It's okay, though, because David Pistol's going to get his Scarface on. Get my Scarface on. This right here, this is dried up Play-Doh. This isn't even real. This is fake. So everybody out there, this is fake. This ain't even real. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I can say is don't drink and drive. Don't drink and text either, because when you do that, you're going to most likely send a text message out really wrong. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, don't do cocaine and pet your dog either. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out there, shouts out to you. David Pistols, SR Broadcast, live in full effect tonight. Shouts out to New West Management, Cali Hood Media. Frank, we see you, Frank. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you tell Frank we see him?
Hey, we see you, Frank.
You know what it is? Shouts out Cali Hood Media. Shouts out to One Underground TV, Pothead Productions, Spilled Records, man. Them boys is spilling. Them boys is spilling. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out there, man. I'm letting you know right now. AK Oxy coming out the 612s. You know what I'm saying? Spill Records. Woo!
Oh, that's hard. Where a water bottle left?
But you know what it is.
I got you. Hold on.
Oh, here we go. Spill Records, baby. You know what time it is.
I got y'all.
Your boy David Pistol's acting a fool. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out there, tap in. If you're an artist looking for that exposure, if you're an artist looking for that shine, tap in. Tap in today, man. You know where to find AK Oxy. You know where to find that, man. And you already know where you find Pistol. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Oh. We out.